What's up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm joined by the white shirt wearing, goatee sporting Kershwa. I didn't know I could go that high.
And this is for the greater. Oh, you did that. You sounded like an obtuse bird.
I thought you were gonna say an octopus, but same thing.
So this is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first.
And that question is by
Psionic Nexus. He asks, what if the lost 2nd and 11th Legion are actually holding off the whole High Fleet? It's a good concept. It's interesting. Unfortunately, that theory is completely destroyed by the lore.
Tell us why, Gershwan.
The legions themselves, for sure, were implemented into most likely the Ultramarines.
It's not for sure. It's implied.
There you go. Implied that's what happened. And the Primarchs were banished by the Emperor. So they were no good in the Emperor's eyes or something like that.
Yeah, basically, he enacted the Edict of Obliteration, which basically meant no likeliness, symbols, or history, or anything pertaining to the 2nd and the 11th Legion could be showcased throughout the Imperium. And there was a purging. That is why Leman Russ was known as the Executioner, aka the Emperor's lapdog, or attack dog. And yeah, and also, you know, when this purge happened, then the Ultramarines ranks bolstered all the way up.
Yeah.
So again,
it's a fun theory though.
You could write your own fan lore or something, maybe, you know, whatever survivors or, you know, maybe that's what they're doing to kind of gain the Emperor's faith in them once again.
Yeah, that would be cool. If you guys have any other theories of Lost Primarchs, comment down below. We would love to explore them in the next episode. Next question.
This one is by Lord Hollow. What Chaos chapters are most likely to draw a common cause and unite without having Abaddon initiate a Black Crusade? First of all, cool name.
So,
basically, what Chaos Legions are going to be buddies? Or most likely to be buddies.
Alfarius, so like the Alpha Legion, I think would align with most.
I mean, anybody, really.
Yeah.
Most likely, there's probably already spies and whatnot in all these legions.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's like the number one. And honestly, like Perturabos, the Iron Warriors, they just like fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, they're chaos undivided, so like their patron gods won't like hate each other. Because like the Emperor's children and the World Eaters, they hate each other. Same thing with the Thousand Sons and Khorne. Like Death or Plague Marines, they don't really mix because of the whole Chaos God patronage. But when it comes to it, they will ally together.
Yep.
Because you had the Mask and Scarbrand fighting against the Eldar, like assaulting the Craft War at the same time. So if demons can do it, I'm pretty sure Chaos Space Marines would too.
Yep. Next question comes from Enclave Armor. Who was at the door? Wouldn't you like to know?
It's me. You're looking for?
Next question.
Sofa Bear. We've answered this way back in the day, but let's see if our answers remain the same. If you guys could join any Space Marine chapter, which would you join and what role would you want to be in there?
Oh. I don't even remember what I answered last time.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I would probably go into, I was going to say the Blood Angels, but now that I think about it, no, because then I'm inclined to either have the Red Thirst or the Black Rage. So most likely I'll go into the Iron. No.
5 hours later.
After giving it some I can't speak today. After giving it some thought, THOT, I'd probably go with the Space Wolves because I feel like you'd probably have the best chances of surviving. Even though if you're on Fenris, there's like ice trolls and kraken.
But you're already a tough dude.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a space marine, you're already a tough dude.
Yeah.
So I'd be a space wolf, and I'd probably want to be an iron priest. Is that what they're called?
Wolf priests.
Wolf priests. Because they got the little helmet, and you got the little claw, and you got your Hellfrost weapons. You could ride wolf.
That'd be badass. I would also want to be in the Space Wolves because it's best friends forever. And then I would want to be a lone wolf because fuck people.
Right. Best friends forever.
Next question comes from Michael Kupina. Can orcs survive in outer space? If not, how do they make rocks? Yes, they can. They're very durable.
Mm-hmm. They're very pliable too.
Spores can also like.
They can survive in space, right?
Yep. Next question.
This one's by MacDub. My favorite race/faction in the game is the Eldar Exodites. For as far as I know, they have no book or official army. How could I go about playing this race or setting up a new codex for my own?
You're out of luck.
Oh, I feel like there used to be an Exodite codex like way back in the day, but it's outdated now. With 8th edition, they basically revamped the whole playstyle.
Yeah, I was gonna see if it was close enough for me to get, but it's too far. But yeah, the Exodited, they are there. What you could do is you could just use a craft world, because you can create your own craft world, right?
We got the Ayandin, Alatoic, I'm probably butchering those names, but yeah, there's different craft worlds.
You can just make up your own, like you could take what is it called, the perks or whatever that those craft worlds have, or one of them, and then just like twist it around, because that's what all like when you do a Space Marine chapter for yourself or Chaos Space Marine Warband, you're just taking like the Imperial Fist special abilities and calling it your own,
right?
To a different, so you could do that.
Yeah, like how the Salamanders have that like reroll tactic. You could just say like, oh, instead of them being mastercrafted weapons, they got like telepathic insight, and that's how they can reroll.
Yeah, it'd be badass.
But yeah, also if you do want to like proxy, you could use, instead of using like ships and like wraiths and stuff like that, you could put in like, if your craft world has dinosaurs, use some of the lizard men models.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a really good avenue to explore, because you could dive into a whole lot of stuff. Because Exodites, you can do dinosaurs, you can do pterodactyls, biker mice from Mars.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no ceiling to it.
Next question comes from Nader Potato. Why are there no orcs or necrons or tau that worship any chaos gods? Can demons possess any orcs or a necron? So demons can possess an orc. Can they possess necrons? Not really.
Because they don't have souls to possess.
Yeah, no. They can be affected by the virus, but that's different.
Nurgle orcs look really cool.
Yes. Well, I don't like small holes.
They're very pliable.
And then, why aren't there any chaos necrons? We talked about that.
Yeah, there's no soul to corrupt.
And why there's no Tau? The Tau are they're not blanks, but they're very.
They barely register in the world.
They're not pliable.
No. Very rigid.
Next one.
Cage Schultz. Since Iniad is supposed to kill Slaanesh, would this shrink or close the Eye of Terror? I think so. Anytime you destroy a major chaos being, there's going to be effects. Like in God of War, every time you killed a god, horrible things would happen. Like when he killed Poseidon, the seas raised and just caused utter devastation and stuff. So I'm pretty sure killing off Slaanesh would just like make things worse, if anything.
Yeah, I could see like the other chaos gods being like, "Ooh, now we got more room," and then they would wiggle their way over to Slaanesh's area, which in real space would mean like the warp rift would open up wider, or like it would suck in more things. I don't know.
But the weird thing about like chaos is like they're supposed to be ever, like there's no time, so like they're supposed to always be around, but like
yeah,
it's weird because like they talk about when they were birthed, like Nurgle was birthed like way back in the day, but like shouldn't there always be? I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. It's like they're always there, but at the same time they were also born at a certain time, but time doesn't work in the warp. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's too much for my feeble mind to comprehend.
Feeble. Next question comes from Acid303. Does Chaos and its soldiers/followers listen to music?
Yeah.
And is it by any chance black metal?
Of course.
Next one.
Kane Dixon. Was Omegon also a Primarch or something else? Because that would make it 19 found Primarchs instead of the 18.
Well, we don't talk about that.
I mean, they're twins, and I guess the Emperor's like, you know what? You're one.
Yeah.
But everything about Alfarius and Omegon, it's all shrouded in secrecy. There's a whole bunch of like information as to where they were found. Some people are saying they were always by the Emperor, like they were never taken by Chaos. Some accounts say that they were on a planet and they killed off all the Xenos. And there's so many truths and then like false information put in there that you don't know what is what.
And it was on purpose because they were the 20th Legion. They were the last Legion, so they were like the cream of the crop.
Were they though?
Well, supposedly. That's why, like, if the end of days for Warhammer 40K ever does happen, I think that the Alpha Legion is going to play a big role. If you guys want more information on that, let us know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Last question.
This one's by Bruno Whitman, something like that. Roboute Guilliman is not everywhere as popular as the Ultramarines. For instance, his way of running the Imperium or his opinions on the divinity of the Emperor. So, that makes my question, which Loyalist Space Marine chapter do you think hates him the most, and vice versa? Which Space Marine chapter is most hated by Guilliman?
Black Templars. They're zealot. They don't like the Codex Astartes to the point where they're one of the biggest chapters.
True. They hate Psychers. They don't have any in their ranks.
Yeah, so like everything that Guilliman is implementing, they probably hate.
Are there Black Templar Primaris?
They're probably Black Templar Primaris, but like the Primaris aren't Psychers, right? They're not naturally Psychers.
No.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, the Black Templars, like their lineage, well, their history goes all the way up to Malcador, right?
No, the Black Templars are Rogaldorn.
No, there you go, Rogaldorn. I was thinking of what's the guy's name? He's really important in the Horus Heresy.
Malcador the Sigil.
Garo, wasn't it Garo? Because Garo was the one that created the Black Templars, wasn't it?
No.
Or he like started something.
Garo was from a Traitor Legion, wasn't he?
Nathaniel Garo?
Yeah, he was from the Death Guard or the Luna Wolves, and he was on the Eisenstein.
Damn, it's been a while since I got into that.
Yeah, because like the Black Templars were started by Sigismund.
That's who I'm thinking of. Sigismund.
Sigismund.
There you go.
Yeah. Those are the questions for today. Thank you for sending them our way. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. If you guys want to support us a little bit more, jump on over to Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos, and hopefully I can buy a Ferrari.
You got to read up on your Sigismund lore, as do I, and on my Nathaniel Garo lore. So I will go do that and expect a video on him because I'm really interested now. So that's all we got. I'm the Sound Alchemist,
Gershwan,
and we are out of here.
Oh, I did the